Hey everyone, welcome to the show, Wire to Wire, where we give you the best sports betting picks here from start to finish. I'm your host, Mindy Hahne from the Tool Ladies That Bet Network. I'm one of the professional handicappers here, and of course, a data analyst for EPA Sports. So I am definitely excited today to bring you the numbers. But before we get started, make sure you go ahead and download the WagerWire app. Use the referral code Mindy, M-I-N-D-Y, when you sign up. And of course, WagerWire is the all-you-need hub for all of your sports betting portfolio here. You can go ahead and sign up, through the sports or to the sports books through the app. You can also go ahead and sync your sports book so you have everything all in one place. That way you could go ahead and check your ROI. And of course, with that, you can see what your friends are betting on. You can see my bets too, what I'm betting on. And then another thing that WagerWire offers is a little bit of an affiliate program, right? So you can see I just put that up here on the screen, affiliate at wagerwire.com. Go ahead and send them a message if you are interested in becoming one of our affiliate workers here at WagerWire. A little gig money on the side might be nice. But you can go ahead and sign up your friends and family to the scorebook or to the sports books and get a little bit of money back there on the side. But yeah, go ahead and make sure you do that. Check out the WagerWire app. There's some good articles in there as well. So I'm guessing you guys are coming back today to get some more picks. What a wild, Thursday night football to start off our week. I don't know if the first half necessarily went as planned, but other than that, kind of a wash, right? It kind of depends on if you had that 6.5 earlier in the week or you were stuck at 6. Also, the money came in on the over, even though it had 72% trend to the under. One of those that just went over the total with like a minute to go. So Vegas was pretty much right on, but with the NFL, they usually are, right? They have lots of experience with setting those lines just where they need to be. So our job is just to find those thinnest of margins, right? And so that's like with me, why I work for EPA Sports. You can check out all of our information at patreon.com, EPA Sports. It's only $1 per post for the information that we put out. Basically, if you're a handicapper, you can go ahead and take a look at the information, maybe put your clients on more picks or take you off more losers. That's kind of how I look at it, right? If I can find consensus with my modeling and then the EPA modeling, you can kind of take a look at and see what might be the best place for your clients. Or if you're just a regular sports bettor, we give you information on every single game, right? We will give you the leans. We will give you the trends. We will give you the data. So again, you can go ahead and take a look at, hey, what do I like compared to what my own modeling says? It's for your due diligence, right? Or you could just go ahead, if you don't want to do any of the work. A lot of people don't have time for that. You work a couple jobs. You can just take our modeling and go through it. I mean, we were 16-6 last week for college and pro football on our heaviest leans. So please go ahead and check that out. It's only $8 this month because we're giving out everything free for Major League Baseball and WNBA because we're later in the season in those. And so again, this is like, for your information. But we'll go ahead and start with the WNBA here tonight. We got some good matchups, don't you think? Maybe? I don't know. But it's the Mystics and the Liberty, and then we have the Dream and the Wings. Now, again, we've been modeling WNBA for a couple years now, and we know when it comes to modeling these, once we make it to the postseason, there's really not a lot to look at. There's no more trends. It starts over. It does the same thing in the NBA as well. All of our EPA modeling goes away because you have people playing at 100% defense instead of 80% defense right now. So what we're going to do in both of these is just go ahead and do blind unders, right? Our modeling may say, hey, we think the Liberty might go over, but we know with the trends and through the years that once you get into the postseason, these are going to be unders. The first two games were, and until they show us otherwise, we're taking the under right now. All right. So that's our first two picks. The under, easy. I think it was under, I can't quite remember the lines now. Both under 160, 169, I believe, but both of these games should probably end up in the minus 150s. All right. Should we move to some Major League Baseball? Let's do that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Cubs and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona Diamondbacks, I don't know what happened. They kind of are still hanging in there in the wild card race, but they have to go up against a Cubs team that is also sitting there in the wild card race. So these are hugely important games. And now we have an Arizona team that has basically ended up, I think, close to like 13 runs in 2-3 games. It's been pretty not so good, let's just say. Arizona's kind of had the downward arrow. If you kind of looked at what their modeling looks like over the last 5 weeks or so, they've gone from being 9th in batting all the way down now to almost 14th. So those numbers have really fallen off. And then suddenly now you're up against Justin Steele. Justin Steele's been really good on ERA under 2 on his splits. Then you have Brandon Pfaadt today. He's sitting at a 7.5 ERA. So it's not looking good for this Arizona Diamondbacks team today. Let's take the Cubs. I feel like I'm getting a huge discount here. I feel like this should be a minus 160, minus 170 game, but instead you're giving me the Cubs at minus 130. I'm all over that today. All right. Then we'll go to some college football. We have 3 games tonight. And again, when we talk about college football early on, there isn't a whole lot of data, right? We like it until we get to like 3 or 4 weeks in before we really feel like we can roll with expected point averaging or expected points added. Right now, we're looking at things regarding talent. We're looking at coaching. We're looking at offensive and defensive efficiencies. But again, we're still looking a lot of last season, combining that with this season. But what we do have is something that we call the BTN, the bet the number theory, right? There's all these really smart guys here in Vegas that set the lines, and then all of these really smart guys that go ahead and take the lines. So they try to move that either way. And so we know from what opening lines are set at, via Vegas and where they are moved, we have 14 years of data of where that has gone based off of line movement. So that's what I'm giving you. I'm giving you information solely based off of line movement, but we know for tracking that over the last 14 years that we have some really good variances here. So today we have Virginia and Maryland, right? This one here, it's opened at 49 and it has gone down to a 48. So if this one here closes at something like a 46.5 to a 48, which is sitting right in there, that trend is 68% to the under. So we will be taking Virginia, Maryland under, because if I can take something over 65%, whether as a professional handicap, all I want to be in as 55% winning percentage, I know can win me big money over the long run. I like something sitting at 68%. Let's take the under there. It's going to be similar here to the next one. We got Army and Texas San Antonio. The under off of any closing number here again when it's gone down. It opened at 45, now has moved down to 44. Any closing number from 41 to 48 in September, when that number opens at 45 at close, it is 15-5 to the under out of 20 occurrences. 15 times it has gone under, anywhere from 41 to 48. So take that one again here tonight. Take the under. Oh, is there a theme today of the under? Instead of Wonder Woman, maybe it should be Under Woman. So tonight we got Utah State and Air Force. We will be taking the under here again in this game. There's kind of few events, right? But it still leans to the under here when the close is sitting at 46.5. This one hasn't moved a lot. It opens at 46.5, sitting at about 46.5. The lean here again is going to be to the under. So we got 3 unders in college football tonight. We got 2 unders in the WNBA. I know unders are not everyone's favorite to root for because, yay, we're rooting for 0 scoring. That's no fun to watch, right? But I don't care. I like money better than scoring. Let's take those unders. And then, of course, we're taking the Cubs tonight. I think this is an easy victory by Justin Steele. And I feel like we're stealing the money from Vegas with that opening line. Should probably be something more like minus 170, and they're giving me minus 130. I'll take it all day long. All right, you guys, I'll be back tomorrow with some more college football. So again, you can take a look at that. But if you want, I'm only going to cover, about 5 games. But if you want all 130 games, we have so much information here. There's so much. You could go ahead and grab that so you can find out, hey, I want to know what's going to happen in, Penn State and Illinois, or I want to know what happens in San Jose State in Toledo, and I want to see the trends On what's another one? UTEP in Arizona, the night game. So you can go ahead and get all of that information for $1 at patreon.com, EPA Sports. So make sure you go ahead and take a look at that. Make sure you download the WagerWire app. It's pretty cool. It gives you tons of good information in there. And of course, come back and watch tomorrow. Share the video. Like me on YouTube. You can also send me messages at Two Old Ladies That Bet. I'm in charge of that one there. My sister is the other old lady. She lives up the street. Also has 4 kids, so it keeps her really busy. All right. I will see you guys later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.